What's up guys, Sub-Zero here, back for another VOD review. Today we got a World Scrim VOD review. These are so hype. I love watching these when all the best players in the world are playing against each other just for practice. They're literally on Tournament Realm, by the way. They give them Tournament Realm access just so that no people can, like, I don't know, snipe their match histories and stuff like that, I guess. But yeah, it's really cool to see. I mean, you look at the right here, you see the best players from the entire world here. Dish Soap, Solo Gasong, Flancy, names of people who could very easily, I could see them winning worlds. Some of them have won worlds already, but we're watching the POV of VA PA CASA, actually. So I thought, let's watch somebody else who is, in our Americas region. This is someone who I really wanted to VOD review because he absolutely smurfed on regionals. He did really well, and that guaranteed him a world spot, even though his last day with on regionals was kind of rough. And so I wanted to watch some of him, and he said he's streaming every day. He literally said he's streaming every day up until the World Championship. So I'll have his link down in the description below if you guys want to watch more of his scrims. Watch the scrims of somebody who's literally at the World's Championship. All right. First augment here, no scout, no pivot, memory bank, or scapegoat here. I mean, I don't like either of these. I actually do like memory bank a lot more these days, and we have Morgana pair here, actually. So yeah, this seems like an easy memory bank from this spot here, which is nice. Oh, and we get the Vi too. This spot is so good. We're gonna make the Shojin Slam here with Bo here. So one memory bank, just to talk about it. I think, for a long time, people were super excited about this this augment and just playing into vertical Dynamo in general. They nerfed Dynamo a bit, and then people got a little bit less excited, a patch or two ago. And then they've kind of rebuffed this comp up a bit by buffing Misfortune. And so now I think Dynamo is something that's back at the top of everybody's list. Just a very nice AP / AD default line, right? Because if you make AD items, they go on MF. If you make AP items, they go into the Elise and eventually the Aurora. It's very easy, actually, to slam whatever you want and end up in a good spot when you are playing this comp. And it just has such a strong cap. We also, there's multiple versions of it you can play. You can play the Braum version, like the Syndicate version, as like a reroll comp. You can play it as just like a fast 8 comp. And then you can also play it as just like fast 8 into the more like fast 9 version, where then you end up cutting a lot of the syndicates, and then you end up playing the Poppy, Renekton, and the Kobuko as that kind of like package there. So you can do it all, honestly, with this comp. It's so good, and this is such a great spot to play it into, man. We have the Shojin Slam, we have the Morgana 2. Whenever you can itemize Morgana 2, you feel so good. I remember like middle of this set, they buffed up this Morgana unit, and just since then she has just been absolutely disgusting as an item holder, as even a reroll carry, though a little bit less now with the nerfs to like the Bastion comp. But even before that, obviously, nerfs that comp was insane. But yeah, we're doing pretty well here on a 2 streak. This guy's pretty strong here. Yeah, super. Oh my god, actually. Seraphine 2, Zyra 2, Mundo 2. Hello, this guy's kind of cheating. Well, that's a little bit rough here. We end up dropping our streak, but not the end of the world. Off carousel here, we have a couple of fantastic slams. If we can get them, Void Staff or Red Buff would both be great, and they're both on 3 costs. Means it's probably gonna be hard to get them as last pick, though that is a Braum coming our way with the Red Buff. Yeah, this is amazing for us. Not only is this Braum, who we want on this board usually, but it's also a Red Buff for our Morgana, so this is amazing here. Well, I'm kind of surprised we sold the Gragas there. I thought for sure we were just gonna play the Gragas around over Braum, but the thinking is, we have 2 Vanguard in, and these are also 3 costs, so they're going to benefit obviously from our Vanguard. And Braum's gonna be a very solid early game unit, just a very solid front line for us to play around, especially because we want these fights to last as long as possible with memory bank. We're fighting a Mord 2 here, by the way, and this is the power of Morgana. I think we won. Oh my god, Mord 2 here. That player, who is that? They're the River Sprite, APAC OBS 54. Huh, well, some kind of APAC player, I guess. It's actually so sad for them because they're gonna be so broke this game. Made Mord 2 and then lost, and I think they had a loss before that as well. That is actually just tragic, and just the power of this Morgana unit with some kind of frontline. This guy's also really strong as well, man. 2 item Morgana, 3 item Jhin in terms of exotechs. Can we win this fight? Our Vi goes down. The Morstone could work. Yeah, we do. Oh my god, we beat Solo Gasong there. Sad for Solo, but okay. This is really smart here. Look at this. We're playing the double Jhin here for the memory bank value. It counts both Jhins, and we're even going to trap the Jarvan in just to make sure he doesn't do any damage at all, because we want this fight to last as long as possible. You could even move the Vi down, but I think he was a little bit afraid of somehow accidentally losing to Krugs. But hey, we get a bunch of casts off there for our memory bank. Really smart stuff against minions. You can just do that for free. You can even do that this round as well. You can play the double Jhin here. Yeah, I like this a lot. We make Steadfast Heart as our slam here. Really the only slam that makes any sense there. We can basically slam that or we can slam nothing, and slamming items is pretty good, especially when we have 0 tank items built at this point. Yeah, losing the gloves like a little bit sad, but it's not even that sad these days when like you're not that excited about building like a guard breaker. We have this is double augment portal, so we have another augment here at end of the stage here. So that'll be something to watch. Just means that we have another augment later. There's not too much crazy stuff that you can do with that. All right. Bulky Buddies is better than both of these. These are just not great options, I would say, in general here. Not going to take a Dumbify. It's Bulky Buddies here. I guess maybe if you're crazy, you could grab Team Building there and like hard force the Elise version from this spot, but I don't think we need to do that really. We don't really have an econ augment, so fast 9 is probably pretty rough, but we can do the kind of like fast 8, slow 9 type setup in this spot where you just play around this kind of stuff. You stabilize pretty hard on level 8, and then you just go to 9. We'll see what VA PA CASA wants to do here. Honestly, one of the things I feel like I saw a lot from VA PA CASA in regionals was just playing strong board, win streaking, and getting it to, you would always see him, stage 4, and he's just in a really, really strong spot HP-wise. He's just like very, very healthy. Almost every time I saw him, stage 4, and maybe we're going to see that here this game as well. We're 96 HP, even if we lose the next 3 fights. Okay, if we lose the next 3, we'll be kind of low going into stage 4, but not even that low. So Scout the Lobby, that's a TF reroll player there, which once again, that's kind of the nail in the coffin for the idea of us playing like Elise reroll. I don't think we were ever really considering it, but maybe, with no TF reroll and we natural some more Elise and stuff, we can play it, but no, bless me, no, Elise reroll with contested Braum is, you just don't want to have contested Braum in these spots. It's not going to be good here. All right, item off carousel here. We have this extra bow that's quite awkward here. We'd really like to pick up a tier here and just slam a void staff in this spot here. And it's going long here. Ugh, all our options are so bad here. You basically have to take sword, right? You're not taking a bow or a glove here. It has to be sword. And then it basically has to be the Giant Slayer in this spot here. I love the bow turning into void staff here, but because you were I almost wanted to take like cloak off carousel here, but we couldn't even get that, so we were forced to take sword. Being forced to take sword means you're kind of forced to slam GS here. So that is what we are going to do in this spot. Must be Mata Gigantes here because we, even if you were to get tier off wolves, which would be your ideal world, and you make void staff, then you're still stuck with sword. It just doesn't work. So you have to make the GS here, even though it's it's a fine item as well, especially once we get in a late game. All right. Next augment here. Yeah, obviously not going to be over heal in this spot. Ooh, forward thinking is kind of funny. So we have to, it's kind of awkward, right? It's going to take us a long, we're going to be cashing out at the end of stage 4, as opposed to when you're normally taking this, when you're cashing out, at the beginning of stage 4. You kind of like that a lot better because damage scales. Obviously on stage 4, you're taking more damage for every single fight you lose. The upside is we're 96 HP, so I think we still probably have to take it. This augment is just kind of broken in general. 70 gold is a lot of gold. And when you're this healthy, you just grab it. I think if you're ever this healthy, you always take this augment because 70 gold is a lot. And 5 player combats is really not that bad. It means we're cashing out the end of stage 4 in this situation. Kind of hilarious, actually. You don't usually see this cash out the end of stage 4, but this can mean that we sack it till stage 4 and then we just go straight 9 from that spot. Honestly, finish installing sync. Bro, Windows, what are you doing? I'm trying to record a video and you're interrupting me. What are we doing here? But all right, we do end up taking it here. I think this makes perfect sense. You compare this to Rain and Gold. Why would you take Rain and Gold when you could just take this? It's so much more gold in this spot here. So makes perfect sense here, and we just have to chill out a little bit until the end of stage 4. Not really gonna be able to roll at all. We do put the double Jin back in here just to make sure we get as many stacks as possible. Really, really nice, small, tiny little optimization for VA PA CASA, but that's what TFT is all about. Each time these Jin cast, that's speeding up our ability to get it by a lot. We get the cloak here. We're going to make sure the cloak reforges. Kind of interesting, actually. I feel like we do need tank items. I'm a little bit surprised we actually insta-reforged the cloak here. And we get the Salvager, and wow, look at this. Salvager into blue buff, and then we end up making GS here. We're stuck with sword, so, you almost have to make Sterax, but I don't love it. Were these really our best items here? I'm kind of surprised we ended up making blue buff here, and we're going to finish off the Gargoyle as well. Only other slight downside to that is that kills our, potential spark component. I'm pretty shocked, actually, that we made blue buff here. I feel like I would have I like a lot better just Void Staff, but Void Staff Shojin, even though Shojin's not great in this comp, you know, it's okay, but you have so much mana gen, you don't really need it, but still you throw it onto Aurora later. All right. I mean, I guess I don't really like any of these. Best is teaming up. I mean, now, so he's hovering Moonlight here. I don't know who you even Moonlight in this comp. I guess Poppy, but do you really care that much about like a Poppy 3 later if you go fast 9? Yeah, I don't think so. And then you're also, no, you can't really, you can't take this because you have Morg. I mean, I guess Morg, but then you don't get to play the Poppy, but then like we don't have enough items to itemize everybody here. So then it's between teaming up and the Orin item. I think I just like the Orin item here. I mean, we obviously, we're already getting this Zanya's here, and is it double Zanya's time? I mean, honestly, I'm down. Why not double Zanya's here? Put one on Elise, one onto the Aurora. I think this is fine. And ooh, pretty aggressive level up here, just to say, you know what, we're fine with being really aggressive with our HP. We don't want to lose a bunch of HP in this spot, essentially. I think this is the thinking here, is that like, yes, we lose out on some econ for it, but it's fine. Like we don't need that much econ because we're gonna get an insane amount from our augment. We do need his HP, right? If we get like 10 0'd every single fight here, we actually run the risk of being like kind of low going into stage 5. If we just level here, get the 3 Dynamo in, this spikes us, saves us some HP, and it's also speeding up our augment cash out. So I like this a lot here. I think this makes perfect sense. We're probably getting pretty close to cashing out. Probably going to be end of this stage or at the latest early next stage. But I mean, we've been win streaking this entire game, which means we're playing for these kind of longer fights where we're getting lots of casts up, especially stage 3 when we played for Vanguard. I mean, yeah, really nice here. So yeah, the spot is looking quite good. All right, go to carousel here. Aurora with Pan. I mean, you'd love to see it. The Pan's not actually that good in this comp. Dynamo +1 kind of meh here. But I mean, he's covering the Elise. I mean, it's Elise 2, which is nice. I'd be tempted to just take something to finish off this sword here, just take a Shojin, but he wants to guarantee the Elise 2. I mean, I get it. And in worst case, it could even just be another Stair Axe, but I don't really love that. But all right, we get Aurora. Yeah, already. Wow, pretty early Aurora here, 4-5, but just because he's optimized it so nicely here, gonna remove the Morgana probably to move this red buff over. I have to imagine this is gonna happen. Yep, okay, so we do that. And yeah, the spot is looking pretty good. We are gonna cash out next round, right? We're gonna cash out 4-6. That'll immediately be a level 8 here. I don't actually know how much gold he has under the augment here. It's a lot. I know it's a lot, but I think he hovered it right when he did it earlier. I mean, it's just like, do we have enough gold to just go straight to 9 to this spot? I mean, go 8 here. I mean, looks like he is saying the answer is yes. Okay, the answer is like not really, but we can. Yeah, I like this a lot. Just pre-level up to level 9 here because you want a lot of gold on this board, right? And look at this, by the way. We're holding on to the Poppy. Really smart little optimization here. This is the fast 9 board, is you want to play around Poppy because she bridges the gap between the Renekton and the Cobiko really nicely. So you can play Renekton, Cobiko, Poppy, just play a little package with 4 Dynamo and feel really good about it, and then, you know, fill in the extra spots. Oftentimes you'll see Gragas in there. You can play stuff like Zac if you hit it. There's Renekton already, which is good. We're gonna roll a bit here just to make our life a little bit easier because we do have a big pivot that we have to go here. So I like this, just slight roll a bit here just to, you know, we're still 40 gold here, but we're getting some of our rolls out because full pivoting your board in 1 round is not the easiest thing in the world here. Wow, JG here immediately slammed here. I'm half surprised. That's an Aurora too. That's so good. I don't know why we're holding these Zeries. Somebody going for Zeri 3 or something? No? Okay, I don't know why we held all those. We do get the Gragas in and we play this. We still have Vi on our board. Yeah, we're gonna play Shogath for now. A little bit awkward, but okay. We're just gonna build straight up Renekton items. Yeah, the Stair Axe plus the BT, really nice. Gonna move these items over to the Elise, and then we're going to finish off our tank items with a Warmogs here onto Cobiko. This Cobiko is huge. So yeah, like the only thing I'm a little bit sad about is that we didn't get to like Ionic Spark here for some MR Shred because we have no Shred on this board. It's actually a little tragic. Wow, we skipped Garen. I mean, I don't love Garen in this comp that much because what are you spreading, right? You're giving like you're giving somebody what, like a, I mean, honestly, Divinicore onto Elise, I wouldn't even mind that much. Dynamo, you can't even put Dynamo. Like, it used to be you could throw Dynamo on a Cobiko, get him casting faster, but he's manaless now, so you can't do that. You can Dynamo Renekton, I guess, but also, like, not that good. I feel like the Divinicore ones are decent to spread, but I'm just so surprised because, I mean, I don't think Cho on this board does anything. I'm shocked that we played Cho over the Garen here, but we do end up picking up the roster. Okay, that's something pretty decent. I honestly maybe just chalked that up to a mistake from VA PA CASA, just kind of maybe forgot that he had an extra slot on this board here, but but I mean, all good. At the end of the day, we still have a fantastic spot here. And so this is it. This is the level 9 Dynamo board. I think more and more people have kind of realized that this is just such a nice way to cap this board out. You get to play around the Renekton, you get to play around the Koboko as just like a really solid front line, and then Aurora is great backline, and then Elise, you know, we even saw one time that Elise 3 come out. Also, 2 people win streaking, and it's 5-4. Oh, this game is not very good. All right, we are looking for last Renekton item. Gonna be Crown Guard, actually. The idea is this is gonna go into Koboko, and then we just move a tank item over to Renekton. I mean, yeah, it's good enough. It was on a Zac, right? Though, do we even want to play Zac here? I feel like the answer is no here, but maybe the answer is yes. It's a 0 blob Zac. I'm actually like so unexcited about playing this. I think I would rather. I like this setup steadfast here. I feel like I'd rather. Am I crazy? Yeah, I think this is way stronger. Yeah, I would rather play the roster here just for 4 Divinicore, because what is a 0 blob Zac going to do? 0 item, 0 blob Zac, just nothing. So I like this a lot. Rotating this guy who's actually playing Dynamo with a they took branching out and got a marksman +1, so they just have the random marksman MF here. Kind of hilarious, actually, but it works. Yeah, I'm surprised we don't care for Garen at all on this board. I know the mods are like meh, but I mean, meh is better than. I mean, 4 Divinicore is pretty nice, honestly. So I guess I could see that. All right. We are at least top 4 locked in. We need to win some more fights if we want to have any dreams of top 3ing this lobby. Ooh, that is a scary board. At least they didn't get a huge cash out. Oh, and they didn't also, they're only Draven 3. They didn't hit LeBlanc 3. That's pretty good for us, honestly, though. The Draven 3 is still very scary here. Clears us out. Ooh, down to 2 HP. Will this game just be a 4th, or can we play for something better? I guess we'll see. We do tiny but nice little optimization here. VA PA CASA, the god of optimizing the minion rounds out, throws the Zac in during the minion rounds. Obviously, you get a free refresh every single round. Your shop refreshes, and if there's a blob in our shop, then we get that in 2 blobs. Actually, beautiful here. We do okay. We're hitting Zac. We can find Zac 2. Maybe we will feel better about this spot. We do find Urgot pair and then immediately kind of get rid of that here. I mean, this is supposed to be MF item, right? It ends up being QSS. Oh, I do not think that was intentional there. I'm pretty sure that was meant to go into the Renekton, but we actually fat-fingered it onto the MF. They were right next to each other. That's so rough here. This fight's not going to be a QSS Renekton diff. Okay, we do win. That's good. We dropped this player down to 19 HP. That is the person that we need to die. We hit Zac too. All right. And so we ended up dropping the tankiness from the roster. But I mean, Zac 2 at this point, I'm very pleased to play this. So really nice. Maybe this is the jump that our board needs to get stronger here. We have our dudes away from the Sejuani. I mean, maybe honestly, maybe he didn't even want the QSS on the Renekton, but he removed the Renekton, so I'm pretty sure he did. I was gonna cope and say like maybe he wanted it on the MF all along because it means she's immune to Sejuani and stuff like that, but I don't think that's. I mean, he removed the Renekton, so he definitely wanted it there, and then he was just going to move like steadfast onto this random Zac, which I mean would have been fine, but now we can't do it because we don't have another remove or actual punished here, though. Ooh, we need to win this fight. All of a sudden, this lobby is really, really low, right? This is the Cypher player that we lost to last time, so he's just trying to get the swap on them, make sure that Zed doesn't immediately jump onto our backline here. He's going to jump onto MF, which is it's pretty bad, honestly, but at least this means our backline's untouched for now. And the Renekton with triple items is doing work. I think we won. Yeah, we won this fight. That's top 3 locked in here. Need another, I guess, another MF item, but there's not one. I mean, you could take a Zac item as well. Just throw a Warmogs onto him. I mean, Warmog Zac is never bad, so yeah, well, I mean, I think we can be happy with that as well here, and we are going to be happy with it. Find the Gragas too. Yep, Warmogs onto the Zac here. Just roll down for some extra bloblets and maybe a double Urgot. I was gonna joke and say like double Urgot shot, but we actually hit it. We just don't have the gold to make it, so we're gonna have to lock for 2 more rounds if we want that. But all right, we don't swap at all here. Sejuani, I mean, this is really good anti-Sejuani positioning, right? She's not setting anybody who matters here with the QSS on the MF. We feel really good here. Is it enough to beat this guy though? Their board is quite strong. We finished the 0 off. It is, and that we're in top 2 range. Very nice here. Can we? I mean, if we beat Clickhorn here, it's a win. Pretty obvious, That's why I'm a TFT analyst here. Is I do the hard hitting information like that here. All right, just got to try to dodge this Zed here. This is kind of interesting. We move the Aurora up. I don't think it really matters that much. We do end up getting jumped on by the Zed here. We have the Zanyas, which is nice, but is that enough here? The Renekton, oh, this fight is looking a lot worse than the last one, though. MF doing good work. I think this is where, Renekton and the Aurora actually clear it out. Wow. And so it could be a dub here. I mean, we have Urgot too. This is a big upgrade. All right. one more fight. I mean, one more fight for all the marbles, right? Stage 7. Oh no! The LeBlanc 3? The LeBlanc 3 is such a spike for Clickhorn here. That hit is so good. I mean, this unit feels so good to itemize. I mean, and she's triple item already, right? I mean, he's like a Lichbane on her and stuff. Oh my god. All right. Roll down for the blobs here, and then we'll pop items, see what we got here. Probably just gonna be another Zac item here. Oh, that is Void Staff, but yeah. Oh, double Krungrad here. Interesting. I think I would just go Void Staff and put it on the Cobico and then do this exact setup with Void Staff. But okay. I mean, this is fine too. It's solid tank items. Big ult from the Cobico here. I mean, our backline's holding up. Their Nectin's holding up. I think it's a dub. It is a dub from VA PA CASA, aka CopicoTFT here. Beautiful game showing off this Fast 9 Dynamo comp. All right, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch and Meta, all the links down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.